So this problem says you're sent to the store to buy chicken and lobster for your aunt's birthday party. Lobster costs $10 per pound. Chicken costs $2 per pound. You have $62 to spend. If you bought $5 or 5 pounds of chicken, how many pounds of lobster could you buy? If you bought 3 pounds of lobster, how many pounds of chicken could you buy? Okay, so I'm just going to start by identifying my important information in the actual problem, so not in the question yet. So it says lobster costs $10 per pound. Chicken cost $2 per pound, and we have $62 to spend. So that's all the problem before we actually get to the questions. So I'm going to write that stuff down. So I'm given lobster is $10 per pound. And chicken is $2 per pound. And finally, we have $62 to spend. Okay, so now I need to identify what these are. So are they slopes, starting points, or totals? Or I'm sorry, total, slope, using the per, or starting point. Yeah, exactly what I said. Okay, so if I'm thinking about this, I look at the first one, lobster is $10 per pound. Hey, per. Okay, so that's $10 per pound. Okay, so I know that's a slope or a rate. Okay, next thing I have is chicken is $2 per pound. Hey, there's per again, so I know this is a slope. And I know it's $2 per pound. Okay, and then $62 to spend. If I'm thinking about $62 to spend, do I have $62 total, or do I have a starting $62 to spend? So it doesn't say I get to add more to my spending at all. So it's not a starting. That would be a total. So I have a total. As soon as I see that I have a total, I know I'm doing AX plus BY equals C. So my total, remember, is my C. This is all on page 48 if you can't remember. My slopes, it doesn't matter which one's which, but they're going to be A and B. Now, I'm doing $10 per pound. So normally when I spend money, it's negative, but because I'm adding up to the total this time, it is a positive $10 because I'm going to keep adding until I get to the total. I'm not taking away from the total. Okay, so let's fill in this equation. I know that I've got 10 for A, so 10x. My B this time is 2, so 2y, and it's got to equal my total, which is 62. Okay, so there's my equation, and I need to do my let statements right up front. So my lets are what x equals and what y equals. Okay, so this time the x is connected to the 10, and remember it was $10 per pound. Okay, and specifically per pound of lobster. So lobster. So I know this is my number of pounds of lobster. Remember, an X and a Y have to be things we don't know. We don't know how many pounds of lobster we bought. Okay. My Y is connected to my 2, which was $2 per pound of chicken. So this one is per pound chicken. So Y must be my number of pounds of chicken. I don't know how many I bought. Okay. Now, we know that this is all talking about money too. If we think about this, this was $10, this was $2, and look at how our total is still $62. We got money throughout this problem. Remember, the total should always be the same units as whatever our slopes were. Since our slopes were money, our total was money. It should work out like that every time, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so let's answer the questions. If you bought 5 pounds of chicken, how many pounds of lobster could you buy? So they told us we bought 5 pounds of chicken. Ooh, let's use the highlighter. 5 pounds of chicken. Okay, so we got to decide, is that an X or is that a Y? So 5 pounds of chicken. Okay, oh, pounds of chicken is my y. So we know y equals 5 this time. If I go ahead and type that into Desmos, remember I got to type in my equation and I got to type in what I was given. So 10x plus 2y equals 62. Okay, and then I've got y equals 5. So I could see they cross right here at 5.25. Okay, so 5.25. So that means that I've got the x, which is pounds of lobster, number of pounds of lobster. And this is my pounds of chicken. So my answer to this question is, how many pounds of lobster can I buy? I can buy 5.2 pounds of lobster. Okay. The next question asked me, if you bought 3 pounds of lobster, how many pounds of chicken could you buy? So this time I've got 3 pounds of lobster. Okay, and I know pounds of lobster is my x, so I know x equals 3. I'm going to go back into Desmos and type this in. I no longer have 5 pounds of chicken. I don't know how many pounds of chicken, so it's x equals 3. And I'm just going to see where it crosses. And it crosses at 316. And we know x is talking about pounds of lobster because I knew it from right here. And y is talking about pounds of chicken. So if I'm answering the question, which the question asks, if you bought 3 pounds of lobster, how many pounds of chicken could you buy? I could buy 16 pounds of chicken. Done.